Always a special moment in the pregame ceremonies. The playing of the national anthem as the teams gear up for the tip. Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Here with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for the Rockets, Smith is out there with Drexler. They've got Olajuwon, night in and night out. He is a fan favorite, a superstar big man that is a beast under the glass. Then there's Ellie, and it's Ori in at the 4 spot. And for Chicago, Armstrong is out there with Jordan. We've got Purdue each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then it's Pippen, and it's Kukoc in at the 4 spot.
Boy, I tell you, the Bulls showed how resilient they could be without Derrick Rose last season. They played competitive basketball, but up against the Western Conference, they just didn't quite have the same punch. Got beat up pretty good out west.
So the Rockets win the tip. And here's Smith. The pass to Ori. He dishes it to Drexler. Houston moving the ball around. Armstrong against Smith. 6 to shoot. The shot. The rebound by Pippen. And back to the Bulls against the West. Not sure what exactly their shortcomings were, but in the end, Steve, they were only able to win 11 games out of the 30 they played out of conference.
You know, the Bulls were a team that could win games on grit and toughness, but the West was a lot more talented last year than the East. And so some nights Chicago just kind of ran into reality, and they didn't have enough talent to deal with some of those Western teams.
Up top, Olajuwon. Here's Drexler. Rejected by Kukoc. The drive by Jordan. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And I think it's going to be a good one.
Well, Kevin, when he's got the ball down in the low post, he has a huge variety of moves to choose from. So it's tough to defend him. He's got great footwork and finesse. Just figures out a way to get it done.
And his attitude, Steve, just his general poise and presence is something else you notice about him. He's really a calming influence over that team.
Ellie against Pippen. Pass to Ori. Fires for 3. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Armstrong passes to Jordan. Outside Pippen. No good from outside. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now it's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
Yes, Kevin, he said he doesn't want to see their offense fall into bad habits and get stagnant. He said as long as we keep moving without the ball and don't stand around watching the paint dry, we'll be able to put up points. Let's see if they can keep their legs moving here tonight, guys.
Doris, thank you. And not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot the ball well, Kevin. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You got to move the ball, move your body, make sharp cuts, set good screens.
Well, Steve, you've just laid out how you need to get good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Longley's checked in for Chicago. Armstrong with it. Back to Kukoc. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Now here's Drexler. Gives him the lead pass. Pippen with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Jordan dishes to Pippen. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Kicks it to Smith. Passes it to Orr. Here's the screen. Drexler. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you?
Well, I wasn't thinking about soup. I was just impressed with the strong finish, wearing that rim out.
And the Rockets with possession here after the Bulls pick up 2. Just 5 on the clock. Drexler drives in. Here's Olajuwon, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year. And, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
Ellie against Longley.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Armstrong against Smith. The drive by Jordan, stolen by Drexler.
Well, on the pump fake, the ball was exposed, and that allowed him to get a hand on it and take it away.
Ellie kicks to Olajuwon. Rejected by Longley. Outside Jordan. The fader. No good.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Ellie passes to Smith. Excellent D there from Armstrong. Chicago leading by 8. Jordan dishes to Kukoc. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Rockets making a change here. And here are the Rockets. Smith outside. Number 32. And it's blocked by Longley. It's Jordan on the wing. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
So for the Bulls, Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Blunt comes in for Kukoc. And Kerr subbed in for Jordan. Olajuwon kicks to Drexler.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The feed to Kerr. Fires it up. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now, here is Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Number 32 lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Bulls leading by 8. He feeds it to Kerr. Gets Pippen on the wing. Bulls moving the ball around. Now here is Smith. Smith off a pick from Olajuwon. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Olajuwon goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Armstrong against Smith. Pippen for 3. Good! Pippen's got 7.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
And the Rockets with possession here. 9-point game. For 3, Kerr. Count the bucket. Kerr's got his second basket of the game.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Houston making a switch here. Rockets trail by 12. Here's Cassell. Pass to Maxwell. Now the pass to Cassell. Just 5 to shoot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, here's a guy who gives the coach the luxury of a very simple play call, which is just the ISO. Get him the ball and get out of the way, and good things are going to happen.
And perhaps the best thing about him, Steve, is the way he takes charge down the stretch of close games. The higher the stakes, the better he plays.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Wennington passes to Kerr. Makes the lead pass. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Herrera. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And Kerr gets it to go on the assist by Harper. Kerr's got 7 points.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Well, the Bulls battled in last year's postseason. Got a Game 7 win in Brooklyn to sneak out of round 1 in what was one of the more interesting series of the first round, but then fell to the Heat in round 2.
Shot clock at 3. Pulls up on the wing. Some solid defense there from Blunt.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
No good from Myers. And for the Bulls, no Rose the whole time, and they had questions constantly being asked if he would return, but the team came together, Steve, and showed the Bulls aren't just a one-man show.
You know, they missed him, though, Kevin. I mean, desperately. I thought they performed admirably, but they really needed him against the Heat. They were able to steal Game 1 in that Eastern Conference semifinal matchup, but without him, the Bulls just didn't have enough firepower to beat Miami.
That's good. Cassell's got his second basket of the night, and the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
You know, if you're in a fight to get into the playoffs out west like the Rockets were last season, you have to make sure you get every win you can when you play against the Eastern Conference. Their success against the Eastern Conference was a big part of how they squeezed that 8th seed.
Now, here's Kerr. He has 7. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Purdue, no luck. Rockets trail by 9. Well, Clark, you were talking about the Rockets against the East, a record of 21-9 against the conference. And Steve, it was one of the better marks in the West.
Yeah, it was the same win total as the Clippers and Thunder, who both won their divisions. So, only the Spurs and Grizzlies did better in that regard. The Rockets were full of scoring potential, and I think just happened to catch teams in the East off guard.
24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Bushley. From past the arc, gets the bucket.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Launches a 3. Here's Jones. And Houston again with the bucket.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
Here's Bushler. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Bushler's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bulls. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Gentlemen, this summer the Bulls broke ground on a new 60,000 square foot practice facility situated just east of the United Center. Starting next season, it will replace the 12-year-old Berto Center, a half-hour away in Deerfield, Illinois. The Bulls coming back downtown and doing it in style, in a state-of-the-art building with all the amenities, including a rooftop green terrace. Kevin?
Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Here's Cassell. 7 points in the game. Shoots. Shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And no surprise, Kevin, this is a team that was at the bottom of the league last season. They shot about 70% as a team.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for Jones, and it's Drexler in for Brown. Here's Cassell. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Drexler with a screen on Kukoc. Ori kicks to Drexler. There's the dish to Olajuwon. Hits the target from 18 feet. Olajuwon's got 5. The Bulls leading by 10. Back to Kukoc. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home. But for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away, it's pretty dramatic. And I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win.
Pass to Ellie. Olajuwon. Here's Ellie. Here's Cassell. Guarded by Pippen. Cassell kicks to Olajuwon. Tries again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Armstrong's checked in for Kerr. For Houston, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Longley, a screen on Drexler. In low to Longley.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach would probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
And the free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
Pass to Ellie. Olajuwon with a screen on Jordan. Up off the screen. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, he earned that one. He took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Houston making a switch here. This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Now a timeout called by Houston. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. So important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Drexler defending. Shot on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing. Rockets trail by 12. Smith outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Drexler, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Jordan can't get it to go.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Here's Drexler, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Drexler's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Kukoc, a screen on Smith. Olajuwon with the block. Now Drexler. And here's Smith. And the pass to Ellie. 6 on the shot clock. Number 32. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, and they were 74% free throw shooting as a team last year, so those numbers could come up.
Wennington, he's checked in for Longley.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
There's the pick. To the inside. Wennington. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's the floater. Great positioning on the putback. He's got 6.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it and go for that second chance opportunity.
Wennington passes to Jordan. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Rebound by Drexler.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Number 32, defended by Wennington. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now just a 4-point Chicago lead. Chicago has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense. Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Early against Pippen. The drive by Olajuwon. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Well, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And it's Houston's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Smith with it. Now guarded by Armstrong. Passes it to Ellie. Dishes to Drexler. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Drexler's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break.
Maxwell is checked in for Houston. Rockets trail by 4. Smith with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Drexler kicks to Smith. Back to Drexler. Houston moving the ball around. Olajuwon dishes to Drexler. 4 on the shot clock. Drexler drawing the double team. Olajuwon, no good. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Wennington. Feeds it to Pippen. He kicks it to Jordan. Drexler defending. The fadeaway. Good. That's 12 points for Jordan.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Smith kicks to Drexler. He passes to Olajuwon. Defended by Wennington. Got a piece of it. Back to Drexler. From 12 feet out. That is good. Drexler's got 10 points in the game.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Jordan the pass to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Off the pick. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Now here is Smith. Olajuwon with a screen on Armstrong. Jumper off the screen. Drexler with another miss. Chicago leading by 4. It's Pippen with the drive. Jordan. He dishes it to Armstrong. Back to Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Blunt. Jordan the pass to Blunt. Gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 6.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Drexler dishes to Olajuwon. The drive by Jordan. Pippen with it. Now defended by Maxwell. Wennington passes to Jordan. Offensive rebound. Pippen kicks to Armstrong. There's the pick. Here's Jordan. No luck. Some solid defense right there for Maxwell.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
Got that one up quick.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Chicago leading by 4. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Pippen for 3. It's rebounded by Maxwell.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Kerr, he's covered by Cassell. It's Pippen with the drive. Kerr, back to Pippen. They set the pick. Kicks it to Kerr. From the arc. The shot is off. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Bulls out front, leading by 4. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. Some good basketball for the Bulls. Tremendous defensive effort out there. They're challenging every shot and sending them into the third row. And midway through, the Rockets are still alive. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They've piled up the second chance buckets. And that's it for us here in the studio. Time to send it on back out to Kevin Harlan and the gang for the start of the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we're seeing from Jordan.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Houston making a switch here. Warriors check in. Rockets trail by 6. Smith outside. Pass to Ori. Drexler with a screen on Cooper. And a dunk by Ori.
Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Kukoc, a screen on Smith. Armstrong dishes to Pippen. Drills the three-pointer. Pippen's got 10 points.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Smith outside, and there's the pass to Ori. And there's the feed to Drexler. And it's Houston with another.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
You know, that's not always the number one option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
Purdue with a screen on Smith, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Now, here is Smith. Pass to Ellie. Olajuwon with a screen on Pippen. Ellie kicks to Olajuwon. Misses from short range. The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Jordan. Shoots off the step back, and he hits the jump shot. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Pass to Ori. Drexler with a screen on Kukoc. Deflects the pass. Kukoc with the steal. A solo fast break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Drexler passes to Ellie. He feeds it to Olajuwon. Clock at 6. Smith back to Olajuwon. Purdue with the rebound.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Armstrong kicks to Pippen. Now the dish to Jordan. Feeds it to Kukoc. Back to Jordan. Kukoc, a screen on Ellie. Jordan the pass to Kukoc. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. Jordan's got his 6th assist on the night. Now a timeout called by Houston.
You know, he understandably doesn't like what's going on out there, and that's why he wants to talk things over during this timeout.
I think this is a good time to call a timeout. They just need to hit pause for a second and then reset as well.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Drexler kicks to Smith. Back to Drexler. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Here's Ori. Shot clock at 2. Another miss by Houston.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
And it's Pippen slamming it down.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Now here's Drexler. 12 points for him.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Here's Pippen. He's got 12. Jordan with it. And Drexler picking him up. The pass to Purdue. Picked off in midair. Jordan against Ellie. Dishes it to Drexler. And it's blocked by Jordan. Armstrong passes to Kukoc. Outside Jordan. Back to Kukoc. Can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now here is Smith. He passes to Ellie. He kicks to Olajuwon. 5 on the clock. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Olajuwon's got 12.
He is just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Armstrong kicks to Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good. Rockets trail by 8. The drive by Smith. Leads him in there. Olajuwon can't hit.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Purdue with the screen on Ellie. Into Purdue. It's stolen. Here's Ellie. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Houston with a big group substitution here. The Bulls leading by 6. Longley, a screen on Maxwell. Harper kicks to Kerr. Bushler. And again, Chicago. No good. Maxwell, the pass to Smith. Ori. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Longley on him. They get the rebound. Out to Smith. Pass to Ori. The feed now to Olajuwon. The second chance effort. Here's Jones. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Houston making a switch here. Cassell against Kerr. They set the screen. Jones drives in. Right side, Pippen. That's good. Pippen's got 14.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Cassell. He's got 7. Jones dishes to Drexler. Kukoc with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Gets it to go. And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Here's Cassell. Jones drives in. Passes to Cassell. Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Good work defensively by Kerr. The Bulls leading by 10. Offside Pippen. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Herrera's checked in for Jones. The Bulls have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The Rockets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's Cassell. Pass to Maxwell. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Bulls. Kerr's got his 3rd rebound on the night. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Drexler. Here's Maxwell, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
He's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Harper. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one, and that one's good.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Cassell against Kerr. Cassell, the pass to Herrera. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. There's 1:54 left in the 3rd. Longley, a screen on Cassell. Longley, he's guarded by Maxwell. Harper's shot's good.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
The pass to Maxwell. 1:29 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Cassell. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. Here's Herrera. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the 2nd effort.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Kerr kicks to Harper. He feeds it to Pippen. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Pass to Ellie. Here's Herrera. Here's Ellie. He's guarded by Purdue. Here's Herrera. And that one's good. 6 points for him.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Screen by Longley. Harper the pass to Longley. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Bulls lead by 12.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Cassell. He has 7. Maxwell the pass to Herrera. Number 3. Pass to Cassell. Launches it. That's good. Cassell's got 10 points in the game. Outside Pippen. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Bulls lead by 9. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Rockets trail by 9. Smith outside. Kicks to Drexler. Drexler left side. 6 to shoot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Chicago making a switch here. Chicago leading by 6. There's the pass to Myers. Harper. The dish to Kerr. Down low. Kukoc. Back to Kerr. Harper. Here's Myers. Misses the 3.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Drexler with a screen on Kukoc. Ori kicks to Drexler. He's guarded by Harper. Elbow shot. Drexler hits the bucket. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Purdue with the screen on Smith. Outside Harper. Myers passes to Kerr. And here's Purdue. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Here's the break. Feeds to Drexler. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Ellie. Dishes it to Drexler. And it's Houston with another. Chicago leading. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Now Kerr. Passes it to Purdue. Rocket 6. Outside Harper. For 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Ellie's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He kicks it to Smith to tie it up. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Chicago calls timeout.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Tom Thibodeau was giving to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Thanks, Doris. Pippen, the pass to Myers. Kerr dishes to Pippen. In low to Longley. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And the Bulls lead by 2.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. I mean, this is the time to attack on the interior and generate those easy opportunities.
Here's Drexler. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he's been exactly what they needed here in the fourth.
Boy, he looks like a dangerous man. I mean, he's made all 4 of his shots this quarter so far.
The Bulls making a switch here. Harper's checked in. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chicago making a switch here. Purdue's checked in.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The 3 from Drexler. Kukoc grabs the miss. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Pippen. Pippen's got 21.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Drexler up top. Ellie. And it's blocked by Purdue. And they're able to recover. That's good.
He's gutsy. That's what I really respect about him. Seems like the more pressure there is, the more he enjoys the moment. So he is the guy you want taking the big shot at the end of a game.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
Here's Drexler. Here's Olajuwon. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Olajuwon's got 4 this quarter.
That's exactly what happens when you give up offensive rebounds. They come back to bite you big.
Yeah, you can't give NBA teams second and third opportunities. They're too good. These guys are going to score.
Here's Purdue. And the layup falls.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Pass to Ellie. He dishes it to Olajuwon. Kukoc grabs the miss. Kukoc has got 4 rebounds in this game. Smith outside. The pass to Ellie. On the wing, Drexler. There's the feed to Olajuwon. He passes to Orr. Plenty of space. Bullseye. And here is Harper. He feeds it to Kukoc. Nice defense from Ori.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Purdue with the ball. Outside Pippen. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Myers. Misses off the left iron.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
The shot by Smith. Again, the miss by Smith. The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to Myers. Kicks it to Harper. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And there's the pass to Myers. The dish to Kukoc. Working on Smith. Lets it go from 11. And again, Chicago. No good. The Rockets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Pass to Ori. Feeds it to Drexler. Now Olajuwon inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Olajuwon's got 20.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, they were getting windy. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Jordan. Passes it to Bushley. And again, Chicago. No good. The Rockets shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Pass to Ellie. Dishes to Drexler. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
And their mid-range shooting continues to be accurate.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Kukoc is checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Bushley. Bulls trail by 4. Armstrong kicks to Jordan. He dishes it to Kukoc. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Jordan. Longley, a screen on Drexler. Shot clock at 6. The 3, Pippen. And again, Chicago. No good.
Well, they've had the advantage in rebounding all night, but none bigger than the one right there.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Jordan against Drexler. Cans the 12-footer. Drexler's got 26 points.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Back to Jordan. It's Pippen on the wing. Outside Jordan.
2 minutes. 2.
Longley, a screen on Drexler. 6 to shoot. Pippen for 3. But they'll get another chance. Longley passes to Armstrong. Traps in the train.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Timeout called for Rockets. They're in front by 3. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the fourth. Drexler outside with the lead pass. Olajuwon, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not? Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
That's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And when you take a look at what the story of the glass has been, tremendous presence under the basket.
Yeah, you said it. Tremendous presence. You're right. It definitely has been, and it might come down to the final possession. That key rebound.
Wouldn't that be something? Backing down is Jordan with the fadeaway. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Drexler dishes to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawing the double team. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. .104 left in the fourth quarter. Smith drawing the double team. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Drexler. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Jordan with it. And Drexler picking him up. Kukoc a screen on Smith. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Rockets shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. The pass to Ellie. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Smith. He kicks it to Drexler. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Drexler's got 30.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Pippen, the pass to Longley. Olajuwon grabs the miss. The Rockets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Now Smith. Pass to Ellie. Back to Smith. So Houston wins it. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no.